Hi, I'm Gigi,
And I'm Mimi.
and this is Love Island
Love
Tea
Island Tea
Time. You kill me. Oh boy, I really wish she would have yelled at that man. I know she's trying not to because she feels feelings, but I wish she would have yelled at that man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we can unpack it, but first,
Lola and Fitzy.
Lola and Fitz, I know people are getting, or I know people, what is happening to
I don't
me?
know. I think you might be stroking out just a little bit.
I know people were giving Lola and Fitzy a lot of shit for being a scam ship. Lola got a lot of heat as well.
They're still giving them shit.
However, I think if it was giving scam ship, they would have fought for their position and not have said, "We found what we came here for. We're more than happy to go home."
I thought so too. I immediately burst into tears, but then I was reading Twitter and everyone was like, Lola put him in a situation where he'd look like a dick if he said no. He didn't really want to go. He only went because he knew that if he said no, that he'd look bad. Da 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 da.
I don't really feel that way. I think Fitzy is genuinely a kind person and would have gone. Because
I know. I
just to
agree.
me, and then I was fine, I didn't burst into tears about the whole Lola and Fitz thing, and I didn't burst into tears about them leaving. What I did burst into tears about was seeing Lorenzo cry and talk about Fitz being his rock in the villa and like a brother, and then him being like, "And I meant every word."
Aw. Well, yeah. I mean, it was like the whole situation. It was knowing that they like offered.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the fact that Lorenzo was so emotional about it, and it was Ellie crying into Tommy's bicep. It was,
You mean Yasmin?
oh fuck.
Oh, maybe it's a common thing because you and I have both done that now. We've called her Ellie. And I mean,
Babe, I'm so sorry. She's never gonna come on our podcast. Do you know what it is, Yasmin? It's that it happened so many times that now, oh my god, I deserve a pie in the face. Anyway, moving on.
I was gonna say we would both get pied for that.
Terrible. Um,
Terrible.
but yeah, as soon as they were out the door, there was a lot of Ellie, and I do mean Ellie, talking to Yasmin and the girls and Simba about what was going on with Finley and that she's like really at her wit's end. And I know I've seen, oh my gosh, frog in my throat. Do I sound sexy now? um, but I know I've seen people like repeating like it's not that big of a deal that he's exploring. It's a big deal that he won't talk to her or go up to her or like address comforting her like at all. The following day,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't talk to her at all. That night in bed, they are sleeping with their backs to each other. It's like, come on, dude. Come on.
I know. I know. I really enjoyed the moment where Simba was comforting Ellie. It was sweet. I was like, okay, he does have a heart. That's great to see.
Apparently, he also has
Um,
nightmares.
when did he say that?
No, there's a clip. There's a clip of him from, I guess, Unseen Bits, where
Oh.
he wakes up in the middle of the night. He just goes ah, and everyone in the entire bedroom was like what the fuck? And apparently, it was the same night he gave the speech about Angie.
It's not good timing.
No, so it's very interesting. But continue. Sorry, I just needed you to know that.
No, here's my thing. I'm gonna give Finley shit for exploring because he slept with Ellie. If you didn't sleep with her, I'd be more lax. But you are literally intimate. And for them, a kiss is not like a handshake. All the girls have said a kiss means something in the villa. So if a kiss means something, then what do you think having sex means? You know what I mean?
Someone did point out that his switch up specifically right after they slept together is scary.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's horrible timing. The fact that you aren't communicating with her at all is very telling. And the fact that he had an entire 24 hours to speak to her and he didn't until it was time for a robbery. And then he was like, "Can I pull you?" And this was the only episode that I
A
actually
robbery?
noticed pulled a robbery, you know? They get I mean, the bombshells pulled a robbery.
The bombshell stole him. Okay, okay. Oh my god. I was like, what robbery?
Jesus Christ. Wake up. No, I lost my train of thought. I will kill you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so distraught by the idea of a robbery in the villa. But I guess it happens all the time now that you've pointed it out.
Why would anyone actually rob the villa?
I
Please.
don't know. But yeah, he tried to walk up to her and she said, "You've had all fucking day to do that."
I, you just reminded me of what I was going to say. This is the only episode that I actually noticed the music in the background because it felt so fucking intense.
Yeah.
Where he was like, "Can I pull you?" And then it was just perfectly timed where she like whipped around and was like, "You had all fucking day to do it." And then she just walks away. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is really bad."
Of course. It's like, and then give her some. Listen, producers, send Ellie home with that chair. Her and that chair have a trauma bond. That chair in the
Truly.
dressing room is just where she goes. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
else does it like that. I think Priya was in that chair once when she was upset, but Ellie goes to that exact chair every time and sobs her face off, literally. And maybe someone can talk to Ellie about just slightly less, because once again, tear tracks both nights. There's a lot of layers. Or let's get her some Urban Decay setting
Right.
spray or something so that she doesn't get the tear tracks. Like, babe. But yeah, and then she just went off, and then honestly, Elicia, I'm figuring you out, but right now, I don't know, babe. Because Kevin clocked her tea. She said, "I'm such a
That's
girl's girl," and he went, "Is she fuck?"
yes.
she
Listen, uh, Jasmine must be growing on Kevin because I think in past weeks, I don't think he would have said anything like that. However, I will stand by this always. And you guys should already know by now that when you're a self proclaimed girl's girl, you are not really a girl's girl. And she said it not once this episode, but twice.
at least. And it's just like the fact that I know Ellie said, like, "I can't talk." And then she left the room. I understand why, but when Ellie called out, "It's not you," and everyone's calling out, like, it's not, like, it really isn't you. Just like, I don't know. I don't know. Just maybe. It was just the way that she left, and that when Ellie was literally shouting out to her, explaining, like, if Ellie had just said, "I'm sorry, I can't," and then hadn't said anything, but it was the fact that Ellie kept going, like, "Look, it's not you," da, 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 like she went, like, it's all on him.
Mm-hmm.
Just very fascinating that she just kind of stormed off, Alicia, and that, like, you know, maybe if you're having to say you're a girl's girl in the first place while you're doing something that you don't even think is something that a girl's girl should do, and then also if you're saying it again, like, basically sobbing, but I'm such a girl's girl, like, maybe you know that the thing you did was not cool, or, like, the situation's not cool. I'm just saying, maybe you know. Maybe you know.
What I'm saying is, what a girl's girl would do is pick Aidan and
Ooh.
not fuck shit up.
I mean,
But
sh-
my thing is, like, her big argument was, I have to think about what's going to work on the outside. There's 2 weeks left. Not even. Like, do you think you're going to form this life-changing connection in that time? And you guys are going to leave out of here hand in hand, boyfriend, girlfriend. It I'm just saying, if you were realistic about things.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Oh, God.
And I fear the worst for the next episode.
Yeah, not first look, the preview, the
Tomorrow night.
tomorrow
Yeah.
night had my jaw on the floor because I'm really scared that Ellie will pack her suitcase,
Mm-hmm.
that she will be Regina George screaming, running around the dressing room, throwing her items into her suitcase, and getting ready to go. And I forget if it was Angelista or Jasmine or Yasmin who said it, because there's so many girls around her chatting with her about the situation. But it was Jasmine. It was Jasmine. She's like, men are so like, oh, just the way they think is crazy because it can be like, ooh, shiny, shiny, shiny. I
Mm-hmm.
need to be involved with the shiny
Right.
thing. Where
Yeah.
she was saying that like girls all the time can be in a relationship and go, that is a good looking man. If I was single, be all over that. But I'm not. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like that. It's just like you can appreciate someone being good looking without having to go to them.
Yeah, I think with men, at least that specific generation of men, it feels some sort of weird conquest. It gives, like, it's weird that you quote unquote owe it to yourself constantly to explore. But how about what you owe to the person that you slept with?
Who probably slept with you not just for funsies, especially after you saw a video of her crying about how much she's in love with you. Maybe she didn't use the word love, but crying about how meaningful her relationship with is to you. Maybe keep it in your pants with that person.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe don't fuck around after you fucked around. Like, it's just kind of mind blowing. It
It is.
really
It is.
is. We
It's
all
mind
were like,
blowing.
this is so cute, the two of them. And now we're just proven so wrong. And she said,
I
this gaff
know.
just keeps humbling me. And I'm like, oh, Ellie.
I feel so bad, and I do. I don't want her to leave. I hope this is one of those instances where she says she's going to do something and then doesn't. And I think Lorenzo did have really good intentions when he was trying to pose this question of, like, but don't you think this is who he really is? If it's so easy for him to do it here, what's it going to be like in the real world?
Yeah. Someone had tweeted, like, Lorenzo really said, when they show you who they are, believe them.
I, I say it. I die on that hill every time. When someone shows you who they are, believe them.
And Lorenzo was
And
spitting bars today. Or last night. Whatever. When this happened, he was spitting bars. The way he handled Finley, the way he spoke to Ellie, I was like, okay, why are you so good at giving advice, but you're
he's
so
a
bad at
sentimental man.
relationships?
I don't know. I think he's good at giving advice and not taking his own. It's one of those things.
What a conundrum. What a conundrum.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But you
How
know who's
about,
not oh,
who?
what were you
Who?
gonna say? Who's
Who's
not
not
a
a
conundrum?
conundrum?
Is it
Samraj?
Ethan?
I just wanted to touch
Oh,
on really quickly and then move on to the Priya Ethan Aiden thing. Um, I don't know. Summers really got me with how he was talking in bed to Mika about them being in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "It's probably me." She went, "Baby, you haven't done enough to be hated." And then he went, "I don't care if it means protecting you. I'll take being hated all the time." And I was like,
I
what?
know. Sammy
Like,
Rush.
that's the conversation I want to hear about being in the bottom is it's probably my fault. I don't care. People can hate me if just as long as you feel okay. Like, just let it be
Right.
me, whatever. And that they were just so like, eh, guess we were in the bottom about it instead of
Mm-hmm.
like ranting and raving like some people on USA did last week. But but yeah,
Yeah.
is
No, I
Ethan
did
the
think it was cute.
oh yeah, so cute. Um, do you think that Ethan is the Carl of UK?
Yes. 1,000%. 1,000%. What? Uh, it's just a sweet moment. Priya's just like, I need to be by myself. I need to chill. And this man brings her two different flavors of poppy and
Mm-hmm.
sunscreen. And he's like, I don't want to disturb you, but I just thought you'd like some sunscreen and something to drink. So thoughtful.
So thoughtful. And literally just took it so on the chin that she was like, "Yes, I do not want to talk and I'm sick of getting to know people." And he went, "Mm-hmm, bye."
Hmm.
He's like, "You do your thing." And I love that he didn't take it personally because I feel like some bombshells would have come back downstairs and ranted to the boys about how um they were annoyed that she said she was sick of getting to know people. And instead, he kind of took it on the chin and didn't take it personally. Hello, four
Hmm.
agreements. And also accepted that she was in that moment quite upset. So, her saying something when she's quite upset isn't necessarily the statement he should fully measure her by for her interest in him.
Hmm.
And I like
I
that about
agree.
him. Meanwhile, somebody is still the biggest fucking clown in that villa. Pardon my French. But Aidan, what are you
Mm.
doing? He doesn't even know.
He
He
doesn't even know.
she was like, "I don't think I understand your brain." And I was literally in the middle of writing. Where is it? No one knows how his brain works. I was writing that. No one knows how his brain works. And then he went, "I don't know how my brain works."
And that's when you know it's bad.
He has no idea what he's doing. It's just like, bro. And then not Kevin and Jasmine having to be like, "Why didn't you pick Priya for anything?"
But why didn't he? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You don't, obviously, you're not going to pie her, but like, you could have kissed her. You already had a kiss with the bombshell.
also, maybe still make her a coffee, even if somebody already gave her a coffee.
Oh
Maybe,
my God.
maybe
Making the
chop up some
bombshell a
fruit.
coffee.
Maybe put some toast in the toaster and put some butter on it. Say, "I know you already had coffee. Here's some toast. Here's any gesture of affection to show that I still care about you this morning," instead of just making the bombshell coffee. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
He can't, he's not, I don't think there's a romantic bone in his body. I don't know how on earth he was in a relationship for that long with someone else. And what the fuck did it look like? And if it was a version of him that was romantic and communicative and sweet and kind, then maybe that relationship broke him because it's not giving a relationship type of man. Just, it gives, he gives Austin Powers.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. You just broke me. Yeah, baby. I've got
Just
my
that
mojo.
I could just hear him still being like, "Give me a kiss." Like, ugh.
He's so infuriating. He's so
Truly.
infuriating. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, you were right. There actually isn't that much to talk about, I guess. I'm like reading through the notes. I'm like, we've kind of hit so many things, and I'm like, this can't be a 20-minute long episode. What? Um,
No, well, what I will say is that Priya, I don't think she's gonna give Ethan the chance he deserves. Her and Aidan kissed and made up so fast, and I wouldn't have let that slide at all.
she fell for him making her giggle.
It doesn't matter. You could be the funniest man alive, and if you didn't pick me for a damn thing in a snog, marry, pie, I'm gonna let you sit in the doghouse for a little bit longer, and I'm not gonna be like, give me a kiss then.
Yeah.
I say you can
Also,
hug me.
didn't make her breakfast, didn't make her coffee, didn't try to do anything to make it up to her, talked loudly with the bombshell, so loudly that she could hear him up on the terrace.
Right. I just feel like she's settling at this point for Aidan just because she feels like maybe she owes it to him
Ugh, I just remembered how
to,
hard she was crying.
yeah.
This poor girl. So I was like, get her out of there. Like, I knew this. I knew this. And
Well, I do
Yasmin
think
was
if
like, you really should try. You really should try. And I'm like, I don't know. She really sounds like she does not care. She sounds like she's tapped out.
I know, and it's really sad. Speaking of Yasmin, it's not relevant to this topic, but the way she was sobbing because Lola was crying broke me. Just saying.
I told you. We got distracted by the fact that I said Ellie cried into Tommy's bicep. Yasmin
Yeah.
started crying into his bicep the second they said anything. The second
Mm-hmm.
Lorenzo opened his mouth, she went, no.
My poor angel. But yeah, I really
Oh,
want Priya. I think Ethan would have been a great choice for Priya if Aidan weren't there. I think she'd be more open to him. She did say, I do need to give it a chance. And yes, you do, because Aidan is not your man. You are
I don't know if
not
Aiden's
going to
anybody's man.
you're not gonna leave the villa with Aidan
Please. I
being
also,
like,
what is wrong with these men? First of all, too many female tears tonight. Way too many. And then Aiden's going, yeah, I talked to the bombshell, but I'm really still thinking about Priya. Are you? And then Finley's like, I did all of that, but now I'm wondering if I'm doing too much just to mess things up with Ellie. What? Like, like, it's giving Casa Amor all over again when they were like, oh my
well,
god,
yeah.
why did I do all of that? Maybe I'm messing things up. And then it feels like they're still gonna make the wrong decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bullshit. Bullshit,
Finley
man.
Finley talking to Simba and being like, "Ah, it's just because I've been hanging around you too much." No, that's a you
Mm.
problem. Don't do that to Simba. He turned his attitude around real quick.
Also, somebody pointed out when whatever was going on, Simba still constantly talked to Angie. Even if some of his reassurance was kind of bullshit and it was like, the fuck are you coming over here trying to hug me? Going, I just really want to take her to the hideaway. Like, he didn't go to the hideaway. Granted, it's because someone stopped him. Granted, he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do worse in the hideaway, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
However, he still constantly went to Angie, held her hand, hugged her, talked to her throughout. He would literally go have a conversation with Mika, then walk over and have a conversation with Angie, which is what you do. You keep your person updated. Then you give them time, like, and then mixed feelings about Alicia, but then I still feel for her because she's like, okay, but just don't waste my fucking time. Like, hello. And she was like, now I want to take 10 steps back because, like, then he has to go and have a fucking summit with all the guys because he can't stand on what he feels. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
why would I want to, like, why do I want this when he, like, can't, like, needs to talk to 5 other people before he talks to me? Oh, she's sneezing. I know she's muted and I probably shouldn't have said anything, but it was cute. But yeah,
Thank
like you
you.
need to go have a summit with 5 of the other guys. Then you talk to Ellie first, which is fine. He should have talked to Ellie first. Honestly, he tried to talk to Ellie immediately. Maybe he was waiting to talk to Ellie before he talked to Elicia. But like I totally understand. But like don't give her so much energy that she feels confident enough to pick you. And you can say, "Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
was a big confident thing that you did." And then just completely back off, which is like on the switch side of it. It's like, and Ellie says, she's like, if he sleeps in the bed with her, I'm gone. Didn't she?
Yes, if she sleeps in the bed with her, I'm gone. If at some point tomorrow he doesn't dead it off with her, I'm gone. Which, spoiler alert, he's not going to. And what really got me fucked up about him was that he told Elicia he's sleeping outside, not for Ellie, but because he needs some time to think. When it was literally Ellie who said, "You better not be sleeping in the bed with her."
Yeah. Yeah. It's giving coward.
He's full of shit.
He's full of so much shit. I can't
I'm
deal with it. I can't. Like, I literally wrote, get fucked so many times, or like, you're the worst, or like, what is this? Because also, like, she asked, are you getting to know her romantically? And he said, I just want to get her to know her like I get to know anybody. And I'm like, you're up on the terrace talking about what it was like licking her neck and all of your turn-ons, etc. I don't really think that that's how you just get to know anybody.
Mhm.
This is dark, man. This is dark. I hate this. I hate this so
I
much.
know. These are very dark times.
It was dark times for dating. Faux show.
I hope
I
Priya and
probably shouldn't
Ethan
have
have
said
a
it
good
like that.
time.
You hope who?
Priya and Ethan have a good time.
I hope so too. I hope that Priya and Ethan can like get to know each other. I hope she gives them the time of day. But also if she's tapped out, I understand. But also, and then also if she says she wants to go, let her. Let her. She's literally been in a couple, or sorry, this is rubbed off on me from Love Island USA. I hate when they say that. She's literally been coupled up with most of the guys there
Mm-hmm.
and tried something with basically every guy who's left. It's like, babe, just if you're not feeling it, if you're tired, just go home and get your self-esteem back up. I'm sure your DMs are flooded with hotties. You need to go back home, talk to your therapist for a while, and then vibe. Like, I just don't feel, and that's why it's like I hate the idea of Ellie self-evicting. But I'd be proud of her for like protecting herself, because again, we saw other people on other seasons who have not done it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a true sign of like looking out for yourself. And I still admire Lola for bringing it up and being like, we're getting married next week, right? We should just leave.
Exactly. That's the way to do it. It's just like, why be here when I've already come and found who it is, or who I've found my person. That's
Yeah.
the point of the show. It's called Love Island.
Yeah.
They found love in a hopeless place. Period.
And like really found it. Like not like they're growing together so strong. Because even like they said, Mika and Samraj aren't in love yet.
Mm-hmm.
They were in love. He was going to ask her to be his girlfriend any second. Although that one fight was questionable. Also, I saw a clip of them on Unseen Bits where he's eating potato chips and he goes to her, if you could do anything as a job, anything you wanted, reach
Get it
for the
out.
reach for the stars, he said. What would you want to do? And she said, I want to be a pathologist. And he went, what is that? And she said, with the straightest face, not even making eye contact, looking at, she said, cut open dead people and find out what happened to them. He froze with a potato chip to his mouth, like, and side-eyed her so hard. He
Some
was
of
like,
his reactions to her, I'm like,
I need to find that clip for you because it sent me. I was laying in bed last night, like, oh my God.
well,
And
yeah.
he literally looks like he was questioning whether or not he should eat after hearing that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Which, fair enough. She's a police officer. Makes sense that maybe that would be in her chosen career path
Mm-hmm.
situation, but it's just wild to hear that. But she still came on Love Island. Because usually you think that everyone who comes on Love Island wants to be like a musician or an actress or an influencer, model, whatever, have a makeup line. And she went, I want to cut open dead people and see what happened to them. I was like, oh, okay, girl, go off, I guess.
No, I think she has like one of the most adult jobs I've heard of ever on the show.
Besides nurse, Angie's a nurse. Also, by the
Or
way,
police officer.
Angie apparently donated one of her kidneys. Actually, an angel.
Oh my gosh.
Can you
I love
even?
her so much.
I
I can't
know.
even actually.
I really
I
hope
did
this crusty man does right by her. I really do. I hope that that he really means it and that he's not gonna fuck her over. Although Marl on After Sun got asked, "Do you think Angie and Simba will work in the real world?" And she went respectfully, "No, I don't think so."
Oh. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
I
Um.
wanted to
Oh.
I wanted to shout out Yulia just for a quick second.
Oh.
A-
Sure.
And just how unbiased she sounded throughout the whole process of trying to pick a couple. Because I think she's sounded pretty unbiased to me.
But did she sound unbiased
Well,
because
she was
her
unbiased,
biggest
and then
threat had offered to go home already?
yeah, but then she also acknowledged the fact that yeah, but this I have also had a lot of drama with this couple. So it was that to me, it was like you acknowledge the fact that it could have been shady if you picked them and they hadn't volunteered.
I don't know.
And it was the obvious choice.
I don't know. I think it was pretty convenient for her. But whichever, she was still being cute during the episode.
Yeah, and she just still apologized and was like, I'm so sorry. And everyone was like, no, it was literally the only decision. That was the right choice. And then she said, boys lack brain cells, which they do.
Facts. And I think that's
That,
the tea.
yeah, that's the tea.
Mm. Um, Thanks again to everyone who's been listening. We so appreciate you. We love hearing from you. Um, we love seeing your comments and reviews and getting your DMs. So if you would like to reach out to us, you can leave reviews on Apple, you can leave comments on Spotify, but otherwise, as far as social media goes, where can you find us, Mimi?
You can find us on Instagram or TikTok at Love Island Tea Time. And if you want to follow us on X, aka Twitter, you can find us at capital LI Tea Time Pod.
Cute. But yeah, we've been having fun, and I know this was a shorter one, but it was so Finley and Ellie focused again. We'll see when we ever see anybody else, but yeah, hopefully Elicia settles and we can start getting into some more other drama again. But
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for listening, and you'll hear from us tomorrow. But until then, bye.
Bye.